Welcome to the podcast. My name is Santana Withrow. I'm the host of She Plants a Vineyard, and this is sponsored by The Affinity Films. Today I have a wonderful guest with me, Sarah Fogg, Operations Manager of Juggernaut Fitness, and she has 2 children, a daughter and a son, and so I'm so grateful to be speaking with her today because we really started at the bottom together and we've both been able to be successful in our careers and kind of at the same time. So it's really cool to be able to speak with her. Welcome to the podcast, Sarah.
Thanks for having me.
I'm so excited to have you here, and we're filming this at the CrossFit gym that we met at, which is like really cool.
Yeah.
But it kind of like had to be here in some ways because I'm traveling, so I didn't really have a choice but to film it here almost. So I was like, can we use your facility to film the podcast?
Honestly, I think it's so perfect because like you said, we started here and I mean, what a change.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like
pretty
just
crazy.
Even like physically looking at the place, what a change. Like what a change from when we started here. 'Cause did you start with boot camp too?
I think like kind of both.
Yeah.
I think I was kind of doing both, like pictures for both of them.
Right.
But yeah, boot camp was definitely like the main thing, the main star of the show.
Yeah.
For marketing at least. Like we marketed that really hard.
Yeah, it was my main start just in general, both being introduced to the gym and my start with like marketing as well.
Was boot camp.
Yep.
Okay. So can you talk a little bit about what you do now?
I do everything. Yeah. So I operate our boot camp program, all of the getting of the members, helping keep the members, running them through the program, all of the behind the scenes, like nitty gritty details. And then I basically do the same thing for the gym. So make sure that the day-to-day things are functioning, things are going well, classes are running smoothly, people are happy, making sure.
Which one do you like better? Like, do you like doing the boot camp stuff better or doing like the gym stuff better?
So I'm taking over more of the gym stuff now, like it's very new, so it's a little bit like learning.
Right.
So I guess right now I would favor the boot camp just because it's a little bit automatic at this point. I've been doing it for so long.
Right.
I've been a part of boot camp in some capacity for almost 10 years. So at this point, it's a very well-oiled machine.
You're like, I have oiled the machine. I know how it works.
It's my baby.
Right. So you talked a little bit about how you got started, but can you go a little bit more into that and kind of how you started with boot camp and then how you became operations manager? That's a pretty big jump,
Yeah.
from just starting in marketing.
Just in general, I was working at a nursing home at the time when a friend of mine told me like, hey, you should try this boot camp program at my gym. They're doing a bring a friend night tonight. So I came in, loved it, signed up, loved everything about it even more. And then, I don't know, maybe I was like 6 months into being a member, and then I was asked if I wanted to like kind of come onto the team and like help them with boot camp and like posting for them on social media. No prior experience to doing any of this stuff, but I think they just knew that I loved it. So like sharing that message and helping them share the message was like the main drive in their ask.
Right.
So
then you just like worked your way up throughout the years with the marketing and stuff like that.
Yep.
And so how long have you said 10 years you've been doing it?
I'm going into my 10th year right now.
So I got started definitely a little bit after you, and we worked together during that time.
Right.
And that was like, I would say for me, like my experience just with working with you and working with Anna was so cool. It was so awesome to have like people that understood marketing the way that I did, because I felt like I hadn't really met anyone that was like, that wanted to do it authentically, that wanted to like actually help people and not just like sell them a course or just get them for their money or whatever, but like a community that was actually trying to build something.
I mean, bragging, right? We're particularly special, I feel like, in the way that we've got so much knowledge in this house. like we have doctorates and PhDs and like so many certifications within these walls. There's so much information to share that it just kind of sets us apart from the rest in that way.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely agree. You guys have a lot of experts in the gym, and I think that's really awesome. So kind of going back a little bit, did you go to college for marketing? You kind of touched on that you went to that you were a nurse, or you worked at a nursing home?
I worked in a nursing home. I was an LNA, but I did not go to college.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so how did you gain experience? It was basically just through working with the gym, right?
Yep. So working with the gym, I had to do some trainings, right? I was basically put on these calls because we were like, the boot camp back then was like affiliated with another company. And so I had to do these calls and like sort of was supposed to follow what they provided. And I didn't like it. Like just for me and like my conscience, I just didn't enjoy what we were being asked to do. So I started doing more of like what I felt like represented our community, because what they wanted didn't represent our community. It was like very sexualized, and that's just not our thing.
Right, especially if you're trying to target women, the last thing they want to do is be sexualized, and the majority of the people that go to the boot camp are women. Not that you're targeting women specifically, but like most of the people, the majority of them are women.
Yeah.
And you're not going to get the right kind of, like, it's just not going to work. Like, they're going to feel that when they're coming in.
And it didn't work. It did not work, and it showed. Like,
because it's not authentic.
Right.
It's
it
not
wasn't
authentic
us.
to how women feel. Like, that's how we're marketed 90% of the time.
Right. Yeah. Like, my goal was to like get people in here and show them that they can do
whatever.
They can do these things. Like it's not impossible. Like you can find wellness, and it doesn't necessarily mean that you have like this bikini body and like just.
And I think all of us have kind of gone through that sort of thing. At least, I mean, I have for sure. Just insecurities with our own body. So like the last thing we want is like someone trying to market our insecurities back to us.
Right. Yeah. So I started to change that. I got a lot of pushback when I was on the calls. It was not fun. It riddled me with anxiety because I always knew it was coming.
Yeah. But you did it anyways.
I did. Yeah.
That's
and
amazing.
It worked in our favor in the way that it got to the point. We did this one video, Anna and I, where we were in a drugstore, did this video, and we're like, we're gonna show you all kinds of like weight loss hacks from things you can buy at the drugstore. And it was just a spoofy, like funny video, like here are these detox pills, but while you're at it, why don't you grab some Depends? And it went off. Like they loved it, and I was so surprised. I thought we were gonna get like in trouble for posting this video, but the guy was like, start copying what they're doing. So that was kind of like encouraging, like, okay, I know that I'm doing something right here, and like pushing back is finally paying off.
Right.
And like that was probably like my favorite video we've ever done. But
yeah, we definitely, you guys definitely did some really fun videos, and I would always like tell Anna, she would be like, it's not like, doesn't look like professional, like when you come in it looks, I'm like, no, like what you guys do is so authentic. Like I don't care if you're doing it with a cell phone that shoots in 3040p, like or 340p or whatever, like it was, I love it when you guys do videos. Like to me that is like that's the best marketing, and that's the best marketing that I think that could be done.
I always joke that TikTok came too late for us.
Yes, you guys would have killed TikTok. You guys can still kill TikTok.
Yeah, we probably could. I wish that now that we've had kids, that our brains operate the same, but we get together and we're like, what were we going to do again? I don't remember.
Yeah, that's great. So can you talk a little bit about how the marketing evolved then? So you said that you were making these phone calls, and then you and Anna, you decided to do this weight loss video. What did you do from there?
I mean, honestly, we just kept it going.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we would get a new like snack bar in the office, and we would just make funny videos like, hey, like we got new flavor, but like without saying like, hey, we got new flavors. We're like, would do this funny spoof about how this box came in, and like Anna explodes out of the box and like runs off. She literally injured herself making this video. It was kind of funny, but like also sad that she hurt herself. But it was just, like it
And the
was
dinosaur
funny.
outfits.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. It
so
got to the point where like we would go to the grocery store together and people would be like, I saw your video on Facebook. But I mean, it was like, it's honestly just like it was the best kind of like turnaround, and like actually made me feel very confident in like what I was doing, and like how to share like who we are, which we're not scary. Like we're not scary people. We're super fun.
We're super fun. So knowing what you know now about marketing and kind of like the salesy pitch and how people can come off sometimes salesy in the way that you're talking about, like making these phone calls and stuff, and then going into more of like an authentic way of marketing, what advice would you give to someone that's like just starting a business and knows nothing about marketing?
Yeah, I mean, just share who you are, what your product is, and how you can help people with your product. That's really the biggest thing.
Provide value.
Yeah, show them, for us, for example, like most people want to get in shape. We want to help you get in shape. Here's how we're going to help you get in shape.
Yeah. And be entertaining.
Yeah, and be entertaining at the same time. Like, we want you to
Yeah.
come in and have fun. So my marketing style is to show them that they're going to come in, get results, and have fun.
This podcast is sponsored by The Affinity Films. Create, inspire, connect. How do you balance, because you have 2 kids, how do you balance like having kids? Now you're operations manager, so like I'm sure you're a lot busier than you even were before.
Right.
And just like your personal life, like your friends and family as well as your kids.
Yeah, so my kids don't go to daycare.
Yeah.
They are with me 24/7. Yeah. So some days are easier than others, but honestly, it's just the support that I have here is huge. Matt and Anna are so understanding if like we're having a crazy day with the kids, like and just having that support is one of the biggest ways that I can even function with having a job and being a mom. But then at home, like having a supportive husband obviously helps a ton. I do bring my kids with me everywhere. So if we are coming to work today, they probably know where everything is, like better than some of the staff members. I'll say it. Like they know where everything is. Holden is so funny since they've both been coming since the womb, but like if I'm doing retail count, he has his little clipboard and he just helps me. He just comes along for the ride. But also I'm remote for most of my job. So if I want to go visit my mom, like pack the kids up, pack up my computer, and we go. If I need to stop and get some work done, she loves it because she gets to hang out with her grandkids. And
That's awesome.
yeah, I'm out of the way. She's like, "Okay, go do some work. I'm gonna hang out with my grandbabies."
Right. I love that, and I think this is like exactly what I want this podcast to really like showcase is that you can like work. You're literally remote. You're an operations manager, and you're making it work. Like we have so many options now, and I don't want this to be taken the wrong way, but like women, 20 years, they didn't have the options that we have. Like we have the option now to be a stay-at-home mom and work.
Yeah.
So what's your favorite thing about being a mom?
Oh man, there's so many things. It's honestly the best experience. I don't want any more. I will say that. I am done.
Yeah.
But it's just watching them learn everything for the first time, or like seeing things for the first time that we like take for granted, and watching them take that in and experience the joy and whatever it is. It could be the simplest things, but I think that's my favorite thing.
Yeah, that's
like
amazing.
being a mom. Holden is so into outer space right now, so I took him up to our camp, both the kids, to see the solar eclipse.
Yeah.
And to watch him with the little sunglasses on and like just be in awe of this.
Just be a child.
Yeah,
Like watching them be children.
Yeah, be children. And like right before we started watching it, they were like climbing rocks and like jumping into my arms and just like loving the simplest things.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and he was just determined, like we're going to roll in the dirt after this, right? Because our beach is right across the street. And I was like, yes, you can roll in the dirt.
Be a child.
Yeah, go do
Yes.
your thing. Even though I'm like, oh my God, you're going to get so dirty. But like, yes, go roll in the dirt.
Yeah.
And he was just glowing with dirty pride after that. dirt covered camouflage on his face. And he was just so happy. And I guess those are my favorite things. Haley is so full of life and like doesn't give two about anything. She is full send, and just to watch her confidence, I just wish I could bottle it up. And like, I'm like, we could bottle this and sell it. But like, also please keep this confidence forever because it's amazing just to watch her just.
And it can be easy to lose too.
Yeah, so easy. So I hope she keeps that forever.
Well, I'm sure that as you as her mom, you'll do a great job.
I'm gonna try my
keeping
best.
letting her keep it. So, what advice would you give like another mom looking to do something similar to you, or anyone in general? But I think as a mom, you can really showcase that.
Yeah, I would say if you could find, first of all, something that you love, and then find the people who are willing to support you in it. Those are like. You have those things and you'll be so successful.
Yeah, and this is why we worked so well together, because that's literally like my same mindset is like find what you love to do.
Yeah.
Find the people willing to lift you up in it, and you're off to the races.
Right.
And I feel like that's exactly what happened with me is I found the right people.
Right.
I think with Anna and even Keith, like they were just so supportive about what I wanted to do.
Right.
And how just the creative freedom that I think I had here to like edit whatever I wanted, create whatever I wanted, like, and they just thought it was like amazing all the time. Like it was just really awesome to be able to have that.
Yeah.
And I'm sure for the same with you is just having that.
Right. Like
that
to have
support.
like the trust in you to, if you have this vision, we're going to help you and like let
go
you
off, queen.
Yeah. Go do your thing. And
yeah,
that's like, even thinking back, I started here, like I wasn't married yet, I didn't have any kids yet, and then to even keep progressing the way I have with like having 2 babies and like getting married and like all of these changes in my life and like just the constant support from this place has just been, it's unmatched. Like it would be very hard for me to replace something like this, and I just can't even imagine doing it. So
that's so amazing. What future goals do you have, like for the gym?
For the gym,
or like for yourself, even what career goals do you have for yourself?
Yeah, it's like a really great question. So I don't know. I guess I just want to constantly keep learning. Like, and I always tell people that when they come in, just like keep an open mindset. Like I've been here for so long and I never stopped learning. So for me, like I just never want to stop learning. I want to keep learning more and like growing more. I would love, like one of my goals is to have like a mom and me power hour. So like I literally want to have a mom club here. At like 10 a.m. and I want everyone to bring their babies and we're gonna do a workout together with the kids and like let them like participate or not because we've got the kids space. Like that's one of my like near goals is to have something like that going here.
Yeah, and you guys just recently put up this kids space, right? How long has it been since you've had it?
I think it's been like 2 years now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I've been gone for a while. For me, it's new.
Yeah. I keep changing it up, so maybe that's what it is. Yeah. You gotta keep the kids entertained. So
Right.
I'm
Yeah,
constantly swapping things out.
I think it's amazing that you've been able to like evolve with the gym as a mom, and like they've been there with you every step of the way, and then I think the goals that you have just match that. Yeah. Obviously, Anna has kids too, and so I'm sure that helps a ton. Like having an owner that understands it, and she's probably super busy too. Just as much.
She's a working mom. Like she's
full-time
in
job
she's
and
in
an
the
owner.
trenches. Yeah, she totally understands, and like having that support both ways, right, is huge.
Yeah. So like your goals can align, because I'm sure she would obviously be so supportive of something like that, because it matches like her life too in a lot of ways.
Right.
So.
Yeah, and I think it would be so fun to get like some other like stay-at-home moms in here and like helping them with their fitness and like having their kids see them go through it and like I said, either participate with them or just kind of watch from the sides until
Yeah.
they're ready. Like,
Right.
just kind of have that freedom.
Right.
Yeah.
And then having the environment also that
Right,
that
the
shows
supportive environment of like, if it's not in the wheelhouse today, that's fine, right?
Right.
Like, if it's just not happening, you came, like,
Yeah.
do what you can, and just having that flexibility, I think would be a super cool thing.
Yeah, I think I love that. So, fun question.
Okay.
What's your morning routine?
Um, definitely not like an influencer's routine by any means. I do not get dressed right away. I get up in the morning. Usually my little alarm clocks come in to the room around like 6:30. One eye open, make a coffee. My daughter loves to sit on my lap with a frozen like Go-Gurt kind of thing. She eats that while my son bounces around, and we will watch a show until my coffee's gone, and that is my morning routine. Yeah.
Love it. I love it. All right, do you want to plug anything? You want to plug any socials or any self-promotion to the gym or anything like that?
Yeah, so you can follow the gym at Be a Juggernaut. And then we are always having our boot camps throughout the year. We sell out about a month in advance, so you can follow us on Facebook, the Ultimate Boot Camp Challenge. And yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining me on the podcast. I'm so excited to have you on, and I'm excited for everyone to hear this episode. So thank you guys for watching. See you next time. Bye.